episode of the Great Wendi Way, where I will be bringing you the top news from on and off Broadway. Starting off this week, Betsy Wolfe and Adam Cantor, stars of the off-Broadway revival of the last 5 years, were in the recording studio laying down tracks for a new recording of the show. Fans of the Jason Robert Brown musical will now have an updated cast soundtrack. The last recording of the last 5 years was released in 2002, featuring Norbert Leo Butz and Sherry Renee Scott. The current off-Broadway revival closed on May 18th at the Second Stages Theater, and a film adaptation is currently in the works, starring Broadway veteran Jeremy Jordan and Hollywood starlet Anna Kendrick. No word yet on when the new album will be released. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf stars Amy Morton and Tracy Letts are moving from the Broadway stage to the small screen for next season. The two Broadway alums will be reunited on the Showtime hit Homeland. They've worked together many times in the past, primarily at Chicago's Steppenwolf Theater, and this past season on Broadway in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Morton will play an attorney appointed by the CIA, while Letts will take on a committee chairman. Both will have recurring roles. The third season of Homeland is slated to begin on September 29th. The 2013 Critics' Choice TV Award nominations were announced on May 22nd, and many of our Broadway favorites were honored. Two-time Tony nominee Sutton Foster, star of Bunheads on ABC Family, earned a nomination for Best Actress in a Comedy Series. Sigourney Weaver, star of Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, earned a nomination for Best Actress in a Movie for her role in Political Animals. Broadway alum Claire Danes earned a nomination for her role on Homeland, and both Zachary Quinto and Sarah Paulson earned noms for their roles on American Horror Story Asylum. A full list of nominees can be found at criticschoice.com, and the awards ceremony is scheduled for June 10th. The 2013 Tony Awards will be broadcast on CBS on June 9th, and the good news is it will continue to be broadcast on CBS for years to come. CBS announced this week that it has agreed to continue broadcasting the American Theater Wing Award Show through the year 2018. The award show has been aired on CBS television for nearly 15 years, beginning in 1978. This year's ceremony, the 67th Tony Awards, will be held on June 9th and will be hosted by Neil Patrick Harris. The 2013 Off-Broadway Alliance Awards were announced on May 21st, and here is your quick Stage Door Dish recap. Tony nominee Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike took home the prize for Best New Play, and Best New Musical went to Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. The Piano Lesson won Best Play Revival, with Buyer and Seller winning Best Unique Theatrical Experience, and Bunnicula taking home the prize for Best Family Show. And movie buffs will be happy to hear that the acclaimed dark comedy Little Miss Sunshine will be headed to Off-Broadway for next year's theater season. The Second Stage Theater will be home to the musical adaptation of the 2006 film about a little girl traveling cross-country with her dysfunctional family to compete in a beauty pageant. Neither casting nor premiere date has been set, but executives say the musical is slated to hit in October 2013. The musical adaptation first premiered in San Diego back in 2011 to mixed reviews. With Little Miss Sunshine potentially headed to the off-Broadway stage in October, I want to ask you, who from the Broadway or off-Broadway community would you cast in a Little Miss Sunshine musical? Let me know on Tumblr, Twitter, or Facebook, and I'll be sure to post my favorite answers in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you back here on Monday for another episode of The Great Wendi Way.